Welcome to our exploration of Matthew 13, verse 25. A poignant passage that has sparked curiosity and reflection in readers for centuries. As we delve into the meaning behind these words, it's essential to understand the context in which Jesus spoke them. The Gospel of Matthew is a rich tapestry of teachings, parables, and stories that reveal the heart of God's love and redemption plan. In chapter 13, Jesus shares several parables with his disciples, each one designed to convey a profound spiritual truth. Verse 25 stands out from the rest, painting a vivid picture of the kingdom of heaven as a treasure hidden within a field. Throughout the Bible, we find that God often uses unexpected imagery to illustrate his ways. In Matthew 13:25, Jesus employs the metaphor of a mustard seed to convey the idea that even the smallest actions can have far-reaching consequences. As we consider this verse, it's crucial to remember that the kingdom of heaven is not just a future reality, but an active presence in our lives today. We're invited to participate in God's redemptive work, sowing seeds of faith and love that will bear fruit in due time. A closer look at Matthew 13:25. In the Bible, we find numerous instances where God encourages his people to fear not as they face various challenges and uncertainties. For instance, Isaiah 41:10 reminds us that even in the midst of turmoil, God is our rock and strength. One of the most significant passages related to this theme is Matthew 14:27. where Jesus calms the stormy waters and tells Peter, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" This episode showcases how Jesus helps his followers overcome fear by trusting in him. In a similar vein, Matthew 17:7 says, "Do not be afraid." These words serve as a gentle reminder that we are not alone and that God is always with us. Another important passage is Deuteronomy 31:6, where Moses encourages the Israelites to be strong and courageous in their journey towards the promised land. Similarly, Joshua 1:9 instructs them to be strong and of good courage, emphasizing the importance of faith and trust in God's promises. These biblical examples illustrate how the call to not be afraid is woven throughout Scripture. It is a recurring theme that echoes across centuries, speaking directly to our hearts and minds today. By embracing this message, we can cultivate a deeper sense of peace and confidence in God's love and provision. Meaning and key themes in Matthew 13, verse 25. Jesus tells a parable about a mustard seed that grows into a large bush, symbolizing the kingdom of heaven as a hidden treasure within a field. This passage is rich in imagery and invites us to ponder the nature of God's kingdom. The mustard seed represents the smallest actions we can take towards faith, love, and redemption. Jesus teaches that even these tiny steps can have far-reaching consequences, just like the mustard bush grows from a small seed into a majestic plant. One key theme in this verse is the idea of growth and development. The kingdom of heaven is not something static or fixed. It's a dynamic process that unfolds over time as we sow seeds of faith and love. An essential aspect of understanding Matthew 13:25 is recognizing that the kingdom of heaven is an active presence in our lives today, rather than just a future reality. We're invited to participate in God's redemptive work by embracing this passage's message and applying it to our daily lives. As we explore the meaning behind Matthew 13, verse 25, we find that Jesus encourages us to cultivate faith and trust in him. By doing so, we can overcome fear and doubts, just like Peter did when he trusted Jesus on the water. Practical application today. So, how can we apply the principles from Matthew 13:25 to our lives today? One practical way is to focus on small, everyday actions that demonstrate our faith in God's love and provision. This might mean volunteering at a local charity, sharing kindness with a stranger, or simply being present for someone who needs companionship. Sharing our time and talents with others, sowing seeds of love and compassion in our communities, cultivating gratitude and appreciation for God's blessings. By taking these small steps, we can grow in our faith and trust in God's promises. As we do so, we become like the mustard seed, which grows into a powerful force for good. In conclusion, Matthew 13 verse 25 reminds us that even the smallest actions can have far-reaching consequences in our lives. As we strive to cultivate faith and trust in God's love and provision, we must remember that the kingdom of heaven is not just a future reality, but an active presence in our lives today. By embracing this message and applying it to our daily lives, we can overcome fear and doubts, just like Peter did when he trusted Jesus on the water. As we share our time and talents with others, sow seeds of love and compassion in our communities, and cultivate gratitude for God's blessings, we become like the mustard seed, growing into a powerful force for good. As we continue to explore Matthew 13 verse 25, may we be encouraged to trust in God's promises and have faith that even the smallest actions can bring about great change. May our hearts be filled with hope and joy as we participate in God's redemptive work, sowing seeds of love and redemption that will bear fruit in due time.